Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vokal the Slug Cat, and we are back yet again with some new big Toph. So apparently, I don't know what's going on, but apparently Toph is not on cam for this stream, which I find a bit peculiar after her last, this past week. She's just been chilling, got the music going. So, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this stream plays out. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. And we do now have membership, so you can become a slug pup or an honorary slug cat today. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in, see what's cooking with Big Toph.
I'm not doing good. It's just I was doing good, and then,
goodness.
my health, and then I had a headache, and now it's just because I have the stress, and now I'm shutting down. Are you sick? Yeah, I had a headache all day. It went away, but I'm not feeling too good. I will be able to go live on TikTok, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Thank you. I mean, not really. I'm just having a hard time, but it's okay. No, nobody told me to get a job. No, I don't have a place to play Fortnite. We're back. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, my stomach is killing me. I do not feel good. My stomach. No, it's not my period. I'm just sad. That's all. My own personal thinking.
What happened, Toph? You was super smug literally 2 days ago. You know, yesterday's stream it's kind of neutral, kind of in the middle. And now you're sad. Like, what is happening? Such a wild mood swing over the course of 2 days. Okay.
If I wasn't thinking like this, to be honest with you, if I hadn't said some things, I feel like it would be different. But because of, I don't know, nobody wants someone that's depressed or that calls themselves ugly. That's my problem. That's my issue. Nobody wants to love someone that calls themselves ugly. That's just what I think. In my opinion, it's my fault.
No, I mean, it's not just what you think. That's the truth. Like, self-confidence, man, it is important.
I wouldn't talk down on myself like that because, but it's hard. Other people don't have these problems, especially if they're conventionally attracted. They don't have that problem. But that's my own personal belief. So I don't know. I don't want to call myself that because then it makes things worse. But again, nobody wants someone that's depressed or talks down on themselves. So, yeah, that's not guilt tripping. That's being truthfully honest. I'm telling the truth. How is that guilt tripping? That is really true. Why would someone want to date somebody that talks down on themselves? Because then they have to keep telling them reassuring or I don't know how to explain it. No one wants to keep doing that, right? It has nothing to do with guilt tripping anyone. Who am I guilt tripping? No one.
Us, your audience. Like, what do you want us all to be like? Oh, Tophia, you're beautiful. You're one of the most gorgeous women on TikTok. Is that what you were expecting? Because it ain't happening. Not over here.
I don't have anyone to guilt trip. I'm just telling it like it is. Well, the doctor didn't recommend meds. He said that I should be on them, and that's not going to fix my thinking. Do you think that's going to fix a love life? Because I don't think that's going to fix that.
Bruh. Yes, it could potentially fix your thinking. Like, it's one of the reasons they, recommend the medication. And B, I guess the cycle has come back to a close. Why are we worried about your love life? Girl, you are homeless. Who cares? You don't need to be worried about relationships or scissor summer. You need to be focusing on getting your shit together. If you at least got your life together, that would you would have some ounce of pride to stand on. But here we are.
Like, yeah, it's going to fix me not being depressed, or maybe I might get worse. My mom had a friend that took depression meds and she got worse. Not saying that that's going to be me because everybody is different. But yeah, here,
exactly.
Take a pill, you'll be happy. It's not going to.
That is not what they say. It's not take a pill, you'll be happy. It's more like you'll be stable. Because I've had friends and I've been in a relationship with someone that was on I believe it's SSRIs. That's like the real deal antidepressants. Okay. So, like, come on, Toph. I mean, at least try. If they're recommending it to you, you can at least give it a try. Yeah, if it makes you more depressed, then okay, then jump back off of them. But just wallowing in self-pity, like, okay, I don't feel bad for you.
Fix the other issues that I have. I don't want to be medicated, okay? You go get medicated. Medication isn't going to fix you being happy. The only thing I am going to say is that I'm trying to change my thinking, but it's already a unfixable thing, so it's too late for that. I do talk to a therapist.
Well, yeah, with that mindset, if you think it's unfixable, it will continue to be unfixable, Tophia, so do with that what you will.
What is a therapist going to tell me, right? I've already went through this with people. Oh, keep going. I'm not thinking about harming myself. Yes, not harming myself, but I do have some slight issues. It's hard. Depression medication is not going to fix you from the thoughts of comparing yourself to another girl or another person. Yes, like conventionally attractive girls do have issues, but not to the extent of love life issues. Yeah, maybe some of them do.
Girl, like, shut up, Tophia. It doesn't matter what you look like. You could be butthole ugly to drop dead gorgeous. Everybody deals with relationship issues. So, like, in your case, I would say probably the main issue is finding someone that wants to seriously date you. Because obviously you've never been in a real relationship. But how can you expect someone to take you serious when you don't take your own life serious? You have been just wallowing and chilling in a shelter for well over a year, and you're still not doing shit to get out of there. Who wants to date that? Fuck what you look like. I mean, it doesn't help, but like, there's somebody for everybody. It's not even so much about how you look. It's the fact that you just have zero ambition. You're not willing to put effort into anything. Those are traits that are more, what's the word I'm looking for? Repellent. You know what I'm saying? Like, those traits alone would repel a lot of people, regardless of what you look like.
But they have a great love life. Like, me, it's horrible. I just gave up a long time ago. Why even try it? All I do is just get hurt. Depression medication isn't going to fix that. Oh, you could do that alongside therapy, and what's the therapist going to tell me? The therapist already told me what I've tried to do is, like, redirect your thinking to positive thinking. Yeah. Conventionally attractive people don't have a problem. And it's nobody left me, right? But, like, in a sense, it's not. Well, I'm not even going to say anything, so if I say that, then. And it's just how I feel about the past stuff, too. It's just the therapist told me to redirect my thinking, and I'm trying. Like, I'm trying not to think lowly of myself, but it's hard. I saw these videos that came up recently, which was really weird, because it was a 32-year-old and a 30-year-old, and it's the same situation with me. Like, we're all three the same. They've never been in a relationship, they've never been on a date, they've never dated someone, they've never had a love life, their whole entire life. And I was like, that would have to come up on my page. I see everyone talking about their relationships, and
That's rough.
I never had that. I don't think I ever will. Sorry. I don't know. I'm just struggling. My health problems is getting worse. Like, it really is. Like, I stress out. I'm just trying to do what the therapist told me and redirect my thinking to positive thinking. But I messed up, and I can't fix that, because when you talk so badly about yourself, you can't fix it. Who wants to be with someone that's depressed?
Oh man, so it sounds like Crushed You has brushed you back off again, or whoever else you were talking to. Who knows? You can't keep track of Tophia's many flings. She has so many suitors, so many people trying to court her. But yeah, sounds like it ended the same way it always does. Very unfortunate. Anyways.
Or talks badly about themselves. Like, nobody wants to be with a person like that, and then they had to fix that. Like, no. I don't know what my purpose in life is. I really don't know what my purpose in life is. Lord, I don't know. I'm really, really struggling. I'm just trying the best that I can. The only thing I could do is just keep going, but it's hard. And I hate it when people do that too. Especially, I don't remember who it was. Or maybe I do. There was several people that said, like, oh, it's better to be single and not be in a relationship. Like, I'm so sick of that. And the thing that annoys me is, while saying that and then actively wanting a relationship, that is stupid. Like, you're giving someone advice when you just don't want to be single. That's, like, to me, that's dumb. I hate when people get that.
Tophia, you are actively in a position where the last thing you need is a relationship. you cannot take care of yourself, which means you cannot help take care of your mom. So what is the point of introducing yet another person that requires time and energy? You're already wasting all of your time and energy right as it is. Well, maybe not the energy because you don't do shit, but you're wasting all of your time for fucking sure. So introducing another person into the mix is not going to be beneficial for you.
Advice, and then here they are. It's just like, wow, okay, what about the advice? You're just saying things just to say things. You know. Manly, probably. I'm mad about Wesley. I don't even care about Wesley anymore. This isn't even about Wesley. Why would I be mad about Wesley? I blocked him. I moved on. This isn't even about Wesley. I'm not stuck on that dude.
You're not stuck on him, yet you bring him up at least 2 to 3 times a week. But sure, Tophia, whatever you say.
I feel like people don't hear me. They don't listen. What have I been talking about on my lives all the time that my next relationship was going to be with a woman? So what makes you think that I'm mad over a man? Does that...
What you mean your next relationship? You mean your first relationship? You mean your first. Let's get it right.
Makes sense. I'm not mad over a woman either. I'm just saying, like, I don't care. People keep bringing up these people from the past. Like, I could really care less what they do with their lives. I'm not checking for them. I'm not looking for them. I'm not anything. I have my own life, but in my own personal struggles, it's just a lot of things that I deal with that I do judge myself. Like, look at what people post. Look at what people like. Look at all of that. If you're not showing yourself in that way, I'll be on my life, and that doesn't really bother me. You could say, hey, start an OF or whatever, okay. But my own personal feelings are, maybe I should. You know, people want to see that. Give them what they want, right?
Girl, Tophia, nobody wants to see that. Come on, man. It's not only like OF girls getting all of the attention. Okay? There's conventionally attractive, modest women. There's average looking girls, and there's subpar girls that all have people orbiting. Okay? The issue is you don't take care of yourself. If you really want to find someone to court you, at least some self-care, man. Get your fucking hair together and buy some clothes that actually fit. I felt like those two things would probably go a long way. Because Tophia's hair did not used to look this fucking bad back in the day. Like, this shit is horrendous.
Look, like, it just sucks. Like, I'm not gonna do that, but I don't know. Look at all of these women, right? They don't have issues, especially if they're conventionally attractive.
Like, bruh, who is telling you this? Just because they are attractive doesn't mean they don't go through issues. Doesn't mean, like, bruh, infidelity, DV, like, bruh, everybody has issues. Majority of relationships, people go through issues. Like, what are you talking about? Being attractive doesn't mean just an easy peasy fucking life, man. It's not how that works at all, Tophia.
They really don't have issues in their love life. You know what I mean?
You're dumb.
Well, I'm not gonna do OF. I won't do that. Like, hello, threatening an OF. First of all, I'm not gonna do that.
Thank
I know
God.
that's why nobody wants me. Of course, it's just so crazy.
What?
People,
bruh, she really just said she's not gonna do a OF. That's why nobody wants her. You can't make this shit up. Like, Tophia, you're so delusional about reality and just how, like, the world works, how people work, how social interactions work, how relationships work. You're just, like, oblivious, which is insane at the big age of 32 going on 58. Come on, man.
people put these stupid labels and they don't realize that it affects other women. Like Leah Holton, or the one that went viral for just staring at the camera because she's really conventionally attractive. She got named the prettiest girl in the world. Well, do you not see how it affects other women when you say stuff like that?
Never heard of this person, but sure.
Like, how does that make us feel? You know, like, do I need to go get surgery? And I had thought about resorting, trigger warning, going back to my eating disorders. Maybe if I make myself throw up or I starve myself. If I lost weight, that would help. These are just things that I struggle with. And I can't say that because nobody wants to hear someone say that all the time. So, I gotta be
No,
like,
they
hey, I'm
don't.
happy. Hey, I don't feel this way. Who wants a depressed friend? Who wants to be with someone that calls themselves ugly? Nobody. Just forget everything I said because I don't really feel like that. That's just...
Tophia, like, and this is why I feel like Tophia is faking the whole depression thing. Okay. Cause I was, okay, I'll put this out there. I wasn't like clinically depressed, but I had a depression spell. Like, let's put it like that. Okay. I was like seriously down in the dumps for probably like a good 3 years, give or take. Okay. And it's not, you're not just sad all the time. And when you go around people, like, yeah, you might be aware of your feelings and being down, but like, you can also be neutral. You don't have to be happy or sad. You can be in the middle. I'm sure y'all understand what I'm saying. But like this whole like, oh, just, yeah, if you're just walking around telling everyone that you're fucking sad all the time and you think you're ugly, yeah, who the fuck wants to be around that? Like, no. Just process your feelings. That's your favorite word, process. Process those feelings. Get back in therapy. I don't know what else to tell you, man. You'll figure it out. It takes time.
Just having to push that down. I didn't say anything about harming myself. Keeping yourself busy does not stop you from thinking like that about yourself.
It does.
It's what society pushes out there. It's what people like. Yes, it does affect me when I see someone that I like post something and it's just like, I don't look like that person, or I can't be that person. It makes me look at myself and judge myself and be like, oh, well, maybe I should change myself or get surgery. That's what people want. That's what...
Okay, I mean, you had me in the first half, but like, let's not resort to surgery. But yes, Tophia, it's probably time that you changed yourself, because you've literally been unchanged, at least from what it sounds like to me after watching so many of your live streams. You haven't changed at all since high school. You're like stuck in a time capsule of a time where, yes, maybe you were being bullied in high school, but like, you're an adult and you still walk around talking about that you're getting bullied on the internet. Like, bruh, it's the internet. You can either block people or not read the comments or just log the fuck out. But it's like the fact that you don't know how to handle the most basic shit in reality, it's troubling. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, let's look at me. I'm rooting for Tophia today. Let's yes, maybe a lifestyle change is what you need, Tophia, because what you've been doing for this past decade obviously is not working.
What the world wants. That's what people want. Trust me. If I didn't look like this, my life would be way different. I did that.
No, it wouldn't. Your life would not be way different. You could literally make Tophia, turn her into a 10, but with her attitude and her pessimism and her just vile nature and the lack of work ethic, that cannot be that cannot be emphasized enough. It would be the same. It would literally be the same. The only difference is you would probably be getting like ran through just because you're attractive, but guys would come and go because you're a repulsive person as far as your character. Let's start there.
I did have a healthy hobby because I went to the gym, but I was not seeing results. Like, yeah, I was losing 1 pound. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even eating that much, and I was actually eating healthy.
Oh, bullshit.
1 pound. I should just stop eating at all.
Tophia, you were literally eating Kit Kats and Reese's every live stream while you were going to the gym. And that's just the candy that we saw you eat each day on the stream. Who knows what the fuck you was eating throughout the rest of the day? You weren't eating healthy. And you say you were putting in time and effort into the gym. Well, how much effort? what the workout look like. Because if you were just walking 15, 20 minutes on the treadmill, but eating like shit the rest of the day, yeah, that ain't going to do shit. You keep saying that you are eating healthy. That's bullshit, bro. Every time you talk about eating, I don't hear nothing about no home cooked meals. All I hear is McDonald's and Taco Bell. What are you talking about?
Starve myself, you know? Nobody wants somebody that looks like this. And even me saying that is already affecting things because
What about
now
Miguel?
I can't take it back. Who wants to be with someone like that? I don't look like this. I'm not this cool person. Yeah, I got friends, right? But sometimes I feel like I'm boring to be around. I don't know.
You are.
I'm struggling.
Tophia, you are boring. Okay? You are. You literally, you don't have any hobbies or interest outside of social media. So like, you can't, like, social media is not really it's not really much of a group activity. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's get together at your house and doom scroll for 2 hours. Like, you need actual hobbies and interests, things that you can get out of the house, get with groups of people, and do shit together. And then guess what? You'll make some friends. Maybe you'll run into another 50-year-old woman. I don't know. But just sitting around in the shelter or in your apartment chew all day doom scrolling, yeah, that's fucking boring. You're a boring ass person. So again, lifestyle change.
I don't do any drugs. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't go to clubs. Someone did say something.
Oh my goodness. Tophia, you're 32. I don't expect you to do none of that shit, honestly, at this age. Like, be so for real. Now, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy a stiff drink every now and then. And before I started traveling, I was an avid partaker of the lettuce. Okay. But at your age, it's like, no, I'm not expecting you to be out clubbing and partying. Like, bruh, I don't know, man. Pick up like a sport, hiking, kayaking. You like arts and crafts, join like a resin fucking hobby club. I don't fucking know. Like, there are things you could do to get out and socialize. And then you would actually have actual hobbies to talk about instead of just reminiscing on middle school and high school like a weirdo.
Well, people did say, especially online, but in my personal life, they did say something to me that affected me, and especially because my dad has said some stuff. For me, it's just been a lot of, because my dad called me a fat cow, and that affected me because at that time I had my eating disorder.
Womp womp. Up, who that, Tophia? Who's that? Who that?
I'm back, guys. Yeah, I gotta go live so I can go to bed. I'm gonna go watch the new show that I'm gonna start watching. You tried to cash at me, yeah. I can only accept PayPal's. So yeah, I think PayPal's. I think I know it's only PayPal. If you click the PayPal me, you can send. It's just comparing myself to other women, and yeah, I'm trying not to, like I said, because I call myself ugly. No.
You know what would help you stop comparing yourself to other women? Logging out. Getting off of social media. That would help. Because social media, it's completely retrained. Well, I wouldn't say it's retrained, but it's reshaping the human mind in a way that we're not really evolved to deal with. I don't know. God, I feel like there was I think somebody wrote a book about this. I'm not going to look it up, but essentially, the premise was that humans have evolved in small communities for, millennia. And sure, you have your, some big cities, metropolitans or whatever, but realistically, the human brain is, wired to maybe really remember like 100 people, let's say. Social media, you can literally see thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people in just a couple hours. It's like it's fucking up the wiring of our brain, aka short attention span epidemic. But I digress. Let me let me reel it in. Let's get back to Tophia.
Oh, I don't need a place to stay. I'm not spending it on Timo and Rob. watch. You don't even know what I'm gonna spend on.
Girl, the hell wrong with your audio?
I never worked at 18. I didn't ask for any money. It's just so crazy. People are so mad because they didn't get anything. Would you like a buck so you could just be quiet? Because I'm so sick and tired of people saying they're not jealous, but when someone sends money, then you're all mad about it. It's not your money to be complaining about. You didn't.
Tophia, no one is jealous that people are sending you money. It's at least for me, I would say I'm disappointed that people are enabling you to continue to do nothing, because someone that is not willing to work and better themselves to change their situation, you don't deserve handouts. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, Tophia, if you were to start working full time and, you know, you was like, look, man, I can't take this shit no more. We're in July. We're like halfway through the year. I can't take this shit no more. I'm getting in a fucking apartment by Christmas. That's going to be my Christmas gift to myself. And you started working like 50, 60 hours a week. Bruh, I'd send you some fucking money. I would fucking donate. But you just sitting on your ass, you don't deserve any help because you're not willing to do shit.
Work for that money. You didn't earn that money. So why are you trying to tell someone what to do with it? Because you probably wanted the $50. Some of you guys be on here and be posting your cash apps and then be saying donate to me instead of her. Like, come on now. It's painfully obvious. No one said I was being smug. I literally said thank you.
You was the other day, though.
I told them thank you for sending money. That's not being smug. Smug is some of us need to stop misusing definitions. Just stop misusing definitions. If you don't know what the definition is, then why are you using it? That's not the definition of smug. Smug is like when you, I don't know if it's like overconfidence, but like to me, like I think smug is you think you're better than everyone. Like, you know, that's clearly not the case. Social media, I do. I haven't went to Comic-Con, so why are we mentioning Comic-Con? Comic-Con was last year. I didn't go to last year's Comic-Con. So why are we talking about a Comic-Con from 2 years ago? Why are we still talking about a Comic-Con from 2 years ago where I made $3,000 from TikTok? Nobody gave me the money for a Comic-Con. I earned that from TikTok. And now people want to sit here and lie. Saying, oh.
I mean, we're still talking about it because A, it was a year and a half ago. It wasn't 2 years. And B, you were homeless living in a car for a few months at that point. And you still chose to waste over $1,000 at Comic-Con. Supposedly you were saving up for an RV to help you and your family. So how that translates into wasting $1,000 at Comic-Con, it's beyond me. Those two things don't go together, because you could have fucking skipped Comic-Con. And if you really, really, really just had to go, you really wanted to go, you could have got a 1 day, one day pass because I think the passes are only like $30, $40. You could have just got one pass, went 1 day and not bought shit. Could have just went there and enjoyed it. You don't need to buy shit to have a good time unless you're Tophia.
Oh, you went and did these things because you spent the GoFundMe money. The GoFundMe money was refunded. I didn't have access to that. So anything I did was out of my money that I earned. So why are we still complaining about something from 2 years ago, talking about how I be pocket watching people, but then you're pocket watching me? Is that not weird?
Because I don't care about the GoFundMe money. You literally wasted $1,000 while you and your family was destitute. But you still expect people to like donate to you in your GoFundMes and shit. That's why people still bring it up, Tophia.
Up stuff from like 5 years ago, and then they complain about it. They say, oh, well, she spent money on this. First of all, I saved money for an RV to get my family an RV, so we had a place to shower, so we had a place to cook and eat.
You never got the RV, so you can't say that you saved money for an RV because that never happened. You wasted the money on other shit.
I said RVs are expensive, and I'm not putting all of my money into an RV. And especially if you have to hook up to an RV that doesn't have a generator, then you're going to have to go to an RV park and hook up. It's just a lot that goes into an RV. So yeah, I asked for GoFundMe money because my brother needs to be buried. What part of that don't you understand? Like, what's not clicking? How am I going to bury my brother if I need clothes because I have no clothes? That does not make sense. I got
work. You could go fucking work and save money since you're living in a shelter and you basically don't have any fucking bills. Shall I continue?
Gotta buy my hygiene stuff. I gotta buy clothes. I gotta get things that I need. Oh, you're spending money. You're wasting money. You're buying clothes. You're buying shoes. I need these things. I don't have. All my clothes went in the car. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, seriously.
So there's just absolutely no clothes in the storage. You had your entire wardrobe in the car with you and two other people. Word. Okay, Tophia.
Money's gotta go. There's no way I can save money. I got a $231 storage. I got a $55 phone bill. I gotta pay that I raised the money myself. All of these things are not free. I gotta buy my pads. Pads are not free. They're expensive. Nobody said anything, right? You said then work. The money that I earned from tips paid for those things. So why are you complaining?
Because you need more money. Like, why is that not clicking? Yes, TikTok, you're barely scraping by with just enough to cover the essentials and pay for this storage unit. You fell behind on the storage once already and got lucky that Temu payment came through clutch before they auctioned your shit off. You need to get a job.
Does not make sense. You're saying that I'm spending my money on useless crap when it's not useless because I need those things. You're pocket watching for no reason, and then you're
Did you need the Hello Kitty cookies? Did you need a Nintendo Switch? Did you need a $50 popcorn bucket? Okay.
Complaining. I'm not going to go get my brother's ashes. I've already explained that to you. He's safe where he's at. Like, for people saying that they discarded his ashes, no, they didn't. The lady that has his ashes understands the situation. I am moving from one shelter to another. I can't ensure that he's not going to get lost or something is going to happen. Because if that urn goes missing, then I don't have my brother at all. Then what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to tell his mother that he's no longer here and that he's gone somewheres? I have to ensure that he's in a safe place. Me and my mom are not in a stable situation to take my brother. He needs to be buried, so that way he's always in a spot.
Right.
I'm moving from one shelter to another. Something could happen in the process of me.
And exactly why are you moving from one shelter to another? Because as far as I know, Marie is in the same shelter from the very beginning of this whole arc. So why do you keep getting moved around, Tophia? We gonna talk about that? No? Okay.
Me moving from one place to another. I can't be responsible for an urn and something happens. I've already explained how not safe it is. I'm okay. I'm just going through a lot. Like, no one understands. You try to deflect from one thing to another. Here I am thinking horribly about myself and the way that I look. And then here we are being back on my brother and why I haven't picked up his ashes. You keep questioning me. And you keep saying these things because you're trying to prevent people from sending me money, which hasn't worked. Oh, so you're going to tell people I didn't pick up my brother's ashes so they don't send me money? That doesn't make sense because I've already explained why. I'm just not doing it.
I guess, Toph.
I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I shouldn't have to keep explaining myself. Because moving from one place to another, okay, I'm going to explain this to you. I went to the West Side Shelter, right? I had Cokes. I had all of my stuff. All of my snacks got taken when I went to the hospital. I can't ensure something's not going to happen if I have to go to the hospital because of my health problems. I have health problems. Nobody wants someone with health problems. Nobody's going to love somebody with health problems. I'm trying to keep my health problems at check for my mom so she has a place to live because if something happens to me, she doesn't have anybody else to help her get housing. I'm trying the best that I can with my stress, but I can't not ensure and make sure something's safe if I'm at the hospital. I don't know if I'm going to go to the hospital. I can't say, hey, I'm going to go to the hospital today. That's not how that works. I've been in and out of the hospital all my life. I had heart surgery when I was 5. I almost died in like 2022.
Girl, shut the fuck up, Tophia. You have not been in and out of the hospital all your life. Because like these are the only 2 incidents you ever bring up is when you had heart surgery when you was a child, and then when you had the fucking perfusion I don't know what that shit's called. I'm sure somebody would say it in the comments, but you had some like fluid in your heart or some shit and they had to drain it out. That is 2 incidents. You have not been in and out of the hospital your whole life, man. Stop the cap.
When I had that pericardial effusion, I've had an abscess and had surgery for that.
Pericardial infusion. I need to this is a major part of the lore, apparently. I need to get that down. Pericardial infusion.
But the most serious surgery was my heart surgery and the pericardial effusion. They told me if I didn't get that surgery for the pericardial effusion, I was going to pass away. Mind you, I had that pain a year before. I'm trying to keep my stress down because honestly, I really do think that if I continue down this path, I will die from a broken heart. My brother's not alive. That's adding to that.
Hold on. You're going to die from a broken heart. Like, Tophia, put the K-drama novels down. Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? A broken heart? Or just like heart issues? And you know what would probably help that? Losing a little bit of weight. I'm just saying, not trying to be rude.
Other personal things are adding to that I'm not going to mention because I don't talk about personal things on here that people don't really need to know. I really feel lowly of myself. I don't feel good. I'm trying to feel better. I've been in and out of the hospital most of my life.
No, you have not.
The doctor said you're either in and out of the hospital or you're having run-ins with the police. I don't have run-ins with the law. I'm not in and out of jail. I'm in and out of the hospital. I'm going to die from a broken heart if I continue to keep beating myself up and being sad. I'm trying hard to move past things, but it's difficult. I'm trying hard not to do certain things, and it's not working. Nobody knows what that's like. I can't explain it because I don't want to say anything on here. I would just rather keep it to myself. Doing these things does not help, and I'm trying to focus. Yeah, you can actually die from a broken heart. Dying from a broken heart means that when some things happen, you worry or stress too much, or you become so overwhelmed with grief that you cause your own health problems and you die from that. People sometimes end up, if they have cancer cells in them, sometimes they end up with cancer because of their grief is too much. It's not just my brother, it's other things that I'm grieving.
Oh my
I can't
goodness.
come on here and tell y'all because it's personal things.
We already know. You don't have to tell us because you drop enough breadcrumbs for us to get it together. Okay, you're sad that you're fucking homeless. You're sad that your brother passed away. You can't bury him, and crushed you. That's really like the biggest one. My dating life sucks. That's all you're down and out about, because that's what this whole live started with, is how you wish you looked better so maybe a certain someone would like me. Maybe I would actually be in a relationship. All you care about is dating like a teenage girl. You're a 32-year-old tween. It's fucking sad. Pathetic.
That I'm not going to come to the internet and tell you about my personal problems. But it's like not a specific person in general. That's why I can talk about it, because it's not a specific person. I just think about myself and how I feel and wishing that I looked like certain people, because maybe that person would love me, and that sucks.
I thought it wasn't about a certain someone. But now you're saying, well, if I looked like this, maybe that person would. Like, come on, Tophia. The contradictions, like, they're getting shorter and shorter, man. What are we doing?
How do I process that? That's just my thought process. Maybe I would be kept, and that's what I think about past issues online and other things. I don't want to get into it.
Oh my God, don't, please don't.
Blow into a bigger thing. That's just my thought process. That's just what I'm going through. I'm stressing out, I'm freaking out, I'm worried. I just accepted the fact that I'm probably going to die alone. That's just something that I've accepted. I hate when people do this, well, Jesus loves you, or say these stupid things that is not going to fix it. Oh yeah, is Jesus going to make somebody love me? No, he's not. No, girl, it's never going to.
What I say, the main thing is that she's not in a relationship. That's all she really cares about. She doesn't give a fuck that she can't see her mom. She doesn't care that her brother is still unburied a year after his passing. She doesn't care that she's homeless. She needs to scissor. Damn it. Didn't you hear? It's scissor summer.
Gonna happen. Why even hold hope on something that isn't gonna happen? Why even try to think positively when it hasn't happened? I'm 32 years old, and I don't know. It just, a lot of things, they don't go right. And that's okay. I just have to learn to accept it for what it is. No amount of positive talking or thinking could change this. Me calling myself ugly ruined things, right? No one wants to be with someone who thinks of themselves as ugly. No one wants to be with someone who talks down on themselves and is depressive.
Like, duh. What? Tophia, you're 32 years old. I don't. Obviously, if you like somebody, the last thing I would ever tell that person is that I think I'm ugly. Like, bruh, use your fucking brain, man. You might feel that way on the inside, but I would never tell the person I'm crushing on, hey, bruh, I mean, I wouldn't like me either. I'm fucking chopped. Like, what are we doing?
When it's not taking myself out of certain situations, it's just sometimes I would be like, you know what, it's better if you just leave me behind, because why would you want a friend or someone who thinks and talks like that? Nobody wants someone who thinks of themselves like that or wants to be a friend with someone. It's really difficult with the way that I feel about myself. Like, something works out and then it doesn't, and then I talk bad about myself. I can't help that. My negative thinking caused me to not have a relationship. That's literally what I think.
Oh, okay,
if I wasn't saying certain things.
Yeah, it's the negative thinking for sure, Toph. It's not the fact that you're a bum. It's not the fact that you're homeless at 32. It's not the fact that you think making $1,000 a month is a passable income for you to just, that's enough money that you never need to work a 9 to 5. It couldn't be any of the other things. It's just that you think lowly of yourself. Yeah, totally.
It would have been okay. And then I beat myself up because I fucked up. Like, I can't change what I said. I ruined it. I can't fix that. It's like trying to fit the puzzle piece where it doesn't go. Even though that's like the last piece. I just screwed up. I'm just stupid. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. You
are all of those things. That I can 100% agree on. Because you're literally implying that a relationship is the last piece. That is the final piece, and then everything would just be right as rain. Bruh. No. You're homeless, unkempt, unwashed, and have no money. There's so many other things that you need to be worried about. But you think the relationship, that if I could just get in a relationship with somebody, everything else would just fall into place. Like, no, Toph, that's not how this shit works, man.
Should have just shut the fuck up and not said things about myself. But anyways, who cares? I do eat good meals.
Apparently.
Because going to the gym does not lose weight, to be honest. That's the truth. There was someone online who said there are certain things that you have to do, and it's not just eating healthy either. There's a whole bunch of other things. I don't really care about the eating healthy part of it because it's a lot of work. People don't understand.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, Tophia, we know you don't care about the eating healthy part, but if you're trying to lose weight, like, that is like one of the most critical parts, honestly. Okay? Take it from someone that's, I had a big transformation back when I was younger. I put some weight back on now, so I'm about to go on a whole nother journey, but that's besides the point. Okay? If you're trying to lose weight, I would say like 80% of it is your fucking diet, man. Your diet plays a crucial role in you losing fat, because you're not trying to lose weight. You're trying to lose fat. Okay. That's another thing. And then cardio. I would say the other 20%, it's mainly cardio. Now, going to the gym, building up muscle, it can help. As far as losing weight, the more muscle mass your body has, the more calories your body naturally burns. This has been my health and nutrition TED Talk. Thank you all for coming.
That's how much work it is. Going to the gym consistently every day for a month, you will not see immediate results.
That is not true.
I went to the gym consistently for a month. I wasn't eating unhealthy stuff. I lost like 1 or 2 pounds, and then it would go down, and then it would go back up. That's just how it is. Like a whole year, I would have to really work myself. There would have to be, like The Biggest Loser. Oh yeah, The Biggest Loser is a horrible. If you've seen the documentary, you should watch the documentary of The Biggest Loser. But for me, I would have to find someone who could get me on a workout. And mind you, doing that for a whole month, I don't know, it would be more than a 1 year plus thing. And it's not even the issue of eating healthy or things like that. When I do certain things, there's like immediate results. When I starved myself, my brain tells me, oh, you starved yourself, so you have immediate results. I starved myself for a whole week and lost 100 pounds. I'm like, well, if I starve myself,
Girl, Tophia, shut the fuck up. You did not starve yourself for a week and lose 100 pounds. Like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about, man? Like, bro, I swear, she just be saying just anything. Like, and I like fasting. You know, I used to do a lot of fasting when I was on my health kick. But, bro, you're not losing no fucking 100 pounds in a week from fasting, bro. Like, it's insane. Tophia, it's like, and see, just based on what she's saying right now, this has always been one of Tophia's big problems. She wants instant results, instant gratification, because she has social media dopamine brain. You need a lifestyle change because, okay, I'll have to work out and go to the gym for a year, maybe longer than that. What's wrong with that? Going to the gym on a regular basis, you don't have to train like you're a fucking pro athlete. But bruh, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, bruh, lifestyle change, sustainable changes. No one's telling you to go from a couch potato to fucking Usain Bolt. You know what I'm saying? Make small, sustainable changes. Hitting the gym, for Tophia, I'll say once or twice a week starting out. For a year, yes. It'll take time, but you will get the results you want because you need discipline. That's what you're lacking. You have no discipline. You're not willing to stick with anything unless it gives you results immediately.
I can lose the pounds. Then I could get skin removal surgery. Then I can start eating healthy, which I have been eating healthy. If I do the things that works faster, then
Tophia, stop saying you've been eating fucking healthy. You have been eating McDonald's and Taco Bell on a regular basis this entire time. Stop the cap.
That'll be great, but that's not healthy. That's what my brain tells me, to do these unhealthy things to lose weight. It's not about not wanting to put in the work. I was going to the gym consistently and not seeing any results. And it would have to be something that works for me, not just what
Tophia, you yourself have said that you don't get results instantly, and that you were like talking shit to somebody in the chat. Like, I've been going to the gym. You're not just going to lose all this weight in a week or two. Exactly. So it's like, if you know that, you have to just keep showing up. Duh. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
what I decide to do, I would need like a personal trainer.
You don't.
When I was in high school, I was supposed to get a nutritionalist. But the nutritionalist, I never got that because I was almost close to 400 pounds in high school. I was not overweight.
That's crazy.
When I was younger,
Holy
I actually
shit.
was not overweight. I had a nice body, but I ate myself that way because people bullied me because I took it out on myself. And I don't take it out on others, I take it out on myself. So I ate and ate and ate, and I binge ate because I hated myself because they called me fat. So I took it out on myself. They called me ugly. So I took it out on myself. This kid looked me in the face and said, we were on the bus, and he said, do you know you're ugly? I would be sitting at the back of the bus because that was the only seat that was open, was the last seat at the back of the bus. This kid, I forget his name, he would joke all the time. He would pretend that he likes me. I wouldn't believe it because I'm not stupid. I already know what's coming. And then he would turn around and he would say, this is exactly what he said. Psych. He would be like, psych, I don't want to date you. Like, psych. And they did that all the time in middle school.
Girl, we don't give a fuck. You 32. The fuck you telling us about some bullshit from middle school, man? You need to grow up and move on. You should have been talking to your therapist about this shit, because this is ridiculous. The fact that you're even bringing this up is diabolical. Girl, if you've been having self-image issues or, low self-confidence since middle school and high school, do something about it. Again, Tophia, she is entirely too passive. She doesn't do anything. There's never any action or solutions. She just focuses on the problem. And like, of course, you're just going to keep spinning your fucking wheels if you don't actually take some action.
They would say, oh, he wants to date you, he wants to date you. No, psych, you're too ugly.
Duh.
Like, that's a lot. I would just be walking down the hall and they would just straight up say that to me, to my face. Like, psych, you're ugly. I didn't date anyone in school. You know, that's how I felt. So then I binge ate. Nobody wanted me, I'm ugly. I alienated. I didn't have friends. My friends in middle school all went to different high schools. And then when two of the people I knew came to my high school, I was in a different grade than them. I was like one grade up from them. And when they came to the school, we were in different grades, so we didn't really get to see each other as much. My other friend, like my elementary school friend, we didn't really keep in touch except on Facebook. We didn't hang out, and one of the other ones, we did kind of hang out. We went to a church thing. It was like a thing over the summer, so we went, and the church picked us up, and then they would bring us home. Okay. That's the only time I hung out with her. I was around a lot of girls that had babies and kids at a young age, and I'm like, nobody wants me like that, so I thought horrible of myself, and I shouldn't think like that because I was a teenager. That shouldn't even be on my mind. But
girl, you should be thankful that you didn't end up becoming a teenage mom. Like, that is a very stressful situation to be in, even more so for you, because you as you've said, your family has been in poverty essentially your entire life. So I mean, you might have been looking at it as a negative thing then, but you should be able to reflect again. Like, I still can't believe that she's 32 years old. I would swear, you know, besides the fact that she looks like she's 50, I would think that if I just was listening to her, I never saw Tophia, I would think she's like a high schooler, bro. This shit is fucking crazy.
But for me, seeing all these girls and seeing all the attention they were getting from guys, that really affected me because it's just like, wow, I'm that ugly. When I was 10, my friends ditched me. They didn't want to be my friends till this guy was around, and then they would pretend to be my friend. They started to get jealous because he liked me, and they didn't like that. They were jealous. And I know that people can say, you always say everyone's jealous, but they were. I just existed. I didn't do anything. Like, I remember having conversations. We would sit on the wall. There's this wall at the apartment I lived at. We would sit there. We would have conversations all the time about wrestling. Oh my goodness, because I liked wrestling at the time and he liked wrestling. We would just have these conversations. Then I guess they started to notice some things, and then she wrote a letter to herself. I told you, fake friend, and wrote a letter to herself, making it seem like he wrote a letter to her. But I'm not stupid. I already knew she wrote the letter to herself, but she tried to play it off as like she didn't write the letter to herself. She was trying to get me to back off. That's not gonna work. Like, he doesn't like you. When they went around and he wasn't going to his friend's house, he would hang out with me and we would talk about wrestling. And now that I started talking about that, that reminded me of the conversations we had. Like, when you have close conversations with someone, when you become close with someone, it just hurts because you can't turn that part of your brain off. At that time I was 10, and I'm not talking about that, but there's other things more recently where I can be in a relationship where I can, how do I say it? Like, I have a more mature brain now because I'm 32. It's just like, oh, why doesn't this person love me? We had these moments, and now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, turn that off. You got to turn.
Toph, you don't have a more mature brain, because again, as I've said so many times, when she's talking about being in love or thinking that someone loves her, in none of these instances, you have not even been dating. You are skipping an entire step. You're skipping an entire step in the process, okay? There's mutual attraction, a little bit of courtship, officially dating, and then somewhere along those lines, falling in love. You're just bypassing everything. You're trying to go from single to happily ever after in one fell swoop. It doesn't work like that. I don't know how many times. I feel like I've said that line so many times this video. I need to give myself a damn counter.
Turn that off. Well, I wasn't 10 in middle school. Middle school, I was bullied. I talked about middle school, but when I was in 10, I was in elementary school. But I was talking about.
We don't care.
I don't even know. What, I got ants growing on me. I am.
Clean that fucking room. Why are you got ants? Terrible.
Focusing on the current day. I know that going to a gym for a month doesn't magically make you skinny. That's not what I'm talking about. But going to the gym,
it is though,
does not help you lose weight.
It does.
A personal trainer will tell you that. People think that they can go to the gym and just work out and do these things and they're gonna lose weight. I'm not overweight, okay? I don't know. But
girl, Tophia, Come on, man. Come on, bro. Don't make me do this. You're not overweight. Are you sure about that? You sure about that? I don't know, man. Look. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you have it. Sure, Toph, you're not overweight. If you say so. What was the definition of obese again?
To be honest with you, people that are fit have said going to the gym does not help you lose weight. I just went because I like to walk on the treadmill and get some exercise in to strengthen my body. I had no expectation of losing weight because when you go in there, you ain't gonna lose weight. You have to expect that. And I'm not saying 1 month, even consistently, that's not.
Tophia, who the fuck are you talking to? Because apparently they're just giving you all the wrong information, okay? Now, because it's like when you say going to the gym, there's different shit you can do at the gym. So again, if you're trying to lose fat, I would say the diet, that's the core part. That's like 70-80% of it. Cardio, I would say probably like at least a solid 15-20%. That's going to be like your main action as far as like working out. That's going to help you lose the fat. And then if you want to add in some strength training, lifting some weights, that's also great because not only are you going to be burning more calories than you would if you were just sitting on your ass back at home, but you'll also be building muscle. And the more muscle you have, the more calories your body naturally burns. Pick up a book. Christ.
Going to help you to lose weight. When people say just go eat a salad or eat healthy, that's not how you lose weight either.
That
you have
it
to
is.
Find specific things for your body because every body type is different. If I'm not doing what works for my body.
No, Tophia. Losing weight it's actually extremely simple. Calories in, calories out. That's like, I mean, if you just wanted like a one rule, that's the rule. And it works. It literally, bro, there was a scientist that look at me, I'm getting all into this shit because I was a big workout buff when I was younger. There was a scientist that literally did an experiment where he put himself in a calorie deficit, eating nothing but sugary shit and snacks. Just imagine like just eating candy, donuts, and just like straight bullshit. But he was in a calorie deficit. He still lost weight. That's like the golden rule if you want to lose weight. Now, don't take... I'm not telling anyone to do that. That's not a good way to lose weight because you're going to feel like shit. Because you're not going to be getting any good vitamins, minerals, all the good stuff that you get from actual healthy whole foods. So don't go out and do that if you're trying to lose weight, okay? This is not workout advice. But yes, you can lose weight even eating junk food in a deficit. That's the main thing, Tophia. Please, instead of just like looking at videos on TikTok, because she said she didn't fucking talk to nobody. She probably watched some bullshit on TikTok. Go pick up a fucking book. You can't, I mean, you have a library there. You and your brother or you and your mom used to go to the library all the time and sit there for hours not doing shit. Pick up a book or download some ebooks and learn. Teach yourself. Fuck's sake.
Then it's not going to work. I'm just going to be at the same weight I'm at, or I'm going to lose 1 pound and then gain the pound back. It's going to repeat a cycle. I don't eat that much Reese's Cups or Kit Kats. I can't afford
maybe not now.
to be a personal trainer. If I was rich, then I wouldn't look like this. I don't think I'm overweight. Google can't.
Tophia, please, for the for the love of God, please stop saying you don't think you're overweight because I am trying. I'm really trying not to go there, but you're pushing it, man. Come on.
Help me because a personal trainer. Okay, so it's more your body type and not just body type, like looking up, oh, I got an apron belly. How do I work that out? Like, no, I don't know what my skin is. If it's oily, if it's combination, that's why I would have to go to a dermatologist. That's what I mean. I have to go to someone that can tell me because they're more educated in that than I am. Yeah, Google could say, hey, this is what you need to do. Someone that you pay knows exactly what works for you. and your body is different than someone else's body. Yeah, I could have an apron belly and someone could have an apron belly, but then again, you have to really think about it. Yeah, we both have the similarities, but my body internally is different than their body. Not
like, then go to a doctor. Like a physical trainer is not going to know the internal differences. Like what the fuck are you talking about right now? Like, come on, man.
everyone had to have heart surgery. Not everyone had a pericardial effusion. Not everyone had an abscess. Not everybody's going to go through the same health problems that I am. That's what I mean. Well, I don't drink sodas every day. Well, I had been recently started drinking Dr. Peppers, but I don't drink it every day. I still had Dr. Peppers because I didn't drink them every day.
Sure, Toph. I mean, like, bruh, I think it was the last video I did. You literally said you had like 3 sodas that day. Like, Toph, like, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure like a can of soda, you're probably talking damn near like 200 calories a pop. That's 600 calories, Toph, of just liquid sugar. And, bro, you're short. You're like, I think what, she's like 5'3". Bruh, the smaller you are, the less calories you need. Tophia, if you drink 3 sodas in a day, you're probably consuming like over 30% of the calories that you should be eating for the day. It's just liquid sugar. But you swear that you eat healthy. Like, no, you fucking don't.
Actually, I do drink orange juice, candy,
liquid sugar.
I wasn't eating candy every day. Like, yeah, I just bought candy, but I don't, like, yeah, I do eat it every day, but it wasn't like I was doing that.
I mean, it's not like you literally just said you was eating it every day. Like, I'll go back. She literally said I wasn't doing that, but she also says I was eating candy every day. Like, Tophia, what are we doing?
I don't, like, yeah, I do eat it every day, but it wasn't like I was doing that. I just recently started buying candy because I've been craving chocolate, but yeah. Recently, I haven't been eating those things every day. Sure. I haven't really been eating unhealthy things.
Sure.
I do know how many calories I'm ingesting because
when you
look at what you're eating, what you're drinking, and when you're calculating your calories, yeah, I do know how much calories, and it's below 2,000 calories. I should be eating about 2,000 calories a day. That's why some days I eat more than other days because I'm not.
Nope. That's where you're fucking wrong, Tophia. Because that's the 2,000. See, like, this is why you need to go pick up a fucking book. Like, pick up a book, please, for the love of God. The 2,000 calories a day, that is a general daily recommendation for an average size, probably realistically, it's probably for the average size man. So we're talking about like a dude that's roughly like 5'9", 5'10". Okay. No, maybe 2,000 calories a day. That will probably keep you at the same weight that you currently are, because the more weight you put on, like, you know, fuck, what am I trying to say? It doesn't matter. But no, Tophia, you need a deficit. You need to cut them calories down, girl. I don't know, man. Try like 5'3". I don't know, man. Maybe like 1,500, 1,600 calories. Start there. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too extreme. But no, you need to, because I know you're eating well over 2,000. Like, shut the fuck up. Talk about, bro, you told us you drank over 600 calories of soda, and that's not including any food. And we know you eat McDonald's and Taco Bell, all this bullshit. You're going way past 2,000 calories a day, my friend. Stop the cap.
Not eating the right calories. That's not going to work. Especially if you're not eating 2,000 calories daily, or you're eating below that. That's not going to be good.
It would be.
And especially some days I don't even eat at all, because if I'm stressed or if I'm not feeling good, I'm not hungry. Then
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
And some days, it's like 2 days or 3 days I'm not feeling good. And then I'm not eating for 2 or 3 days because I'm not hungry.
Tophia, who the fuck are you lying to right now? You realize we have eyes, right? Tophia, you have gotten bigger while you've been homeless. Stop the fucking cap.
And then because I didn't eat for 2 or 3 days, then I get super hungry and I eat all this food, right? And then it doesn't help. I know when I don't feel good, I don't eat. I'm not.
So you binge. So you trigger warning. You binge eat. Okay, well, let's stop doing that. Let's just not do that. Let's eat something even if you don't feel like eating. Simple.
I'm morbidly obese though. Morbidly obese is someone that's like past 400 pounds. I'm 200 and something pounds. Society has told people this is what obese is, and you just go by what society says. And according to what society says,
What?
a lot of us are ugly. Isn't that messed up to think?
Hold on, man. Don't try to switch this shit up. There's a BMI scale. Now, of course, it's not 100% accurate. I know that. But if you're just like an average Joe, that's, you're not putting on like a shit ton of muscle, it's pretty fucking accurate, man. Like Tophia, 5'3", 200 something. I'm gonna assume that it's on the high end of the 200. Okay? Like, no, bro. You fall into the morbidly obese category, my friend. And, bruh, but you're still young. You have time to do something about it and make some changes. Come on, Toph. Lifestyle change.
According to what society puts out there, you're ugly. And yes, I get it. People have to love someone that they're attracted to. If they're not attracted to you, then they're not going to love you. I don't know what my BMI is. I'm not 280 pounds. I'm 260 something. I would have been at a health.
I mean, I would guess it's a little more than that, but you know what? I'm gonna let you have this. I'm gonna let you have this one.
The weight if I didn't binge eat myself, but I took it out on myself because people bullied me and called me ugly. No, I'm not 300 pounds. I'm 200 and I'm 200 and I'm almost close to 300 pounds. Like 260, 69. I don't know. I have the scale. I could
have mercy.
Like, yeah. I'm not giving people fitness advice. That's why I said that it's better to talk to a professional because they know what works for you. Nowhere did I say to get fitness advice for me. I don't even get paid to give people fitness advice. That's the thing that I struggle with. How do people, they're just confident, right? They go out there and they tell this person, oh, I love you. Or they show interest in a person and they get that person. For me, I go out there and then it never really works out. How do people literally do that? People have that with ease, and that's what makes me want to reserve myself and not express my feelings to someone because then I get hurt. So then I just keep it in and keep it to myself because people could confidently go out and do that. I do that confidently and then it doesn't really go anywhere. That doesn't work, buddy.
Well,
that doesn't work. When you talk about staying consistent with someone that doesn't want to date you doesn't work.
No shit, Tophia. We've all been saying that because, I mean, it's really only like 3 main players as far as relationships go that we know. Well, I guess 4 if you want to include Miguel. But it's Wesley, Justin, and Tophiachu. None of these people were reciprocating real interest and showing you. Because, of course, the Wesley and Justin, there was probably breadcrumbing, little flirtation, little thirst trappy trap. But, you're older now. You gotta learn social cues at some point, man. I don't know what to tell you. You should have already figured all this out in grade school, really. In middle school and high school, you should have been figuring out this whole shit. And then you should have been kind of refining that throughout your 20s. The fact that you're 32 and you're still chasing people that are obviously not interested in you, that's a you problem. You gotta, I don't know, man, get your perception up. Roll. Tophia's never gonna roll a nat 20. I don't know.
I get the staying consistent, but you can't make somebody want to be with you or make someone want to love you. That's what men are taught, is if they're consistent, persistent, if they continue, that eventually the girl will say yes. But the girl is not saying yes because she wants to be with you. Sometimes they get frustrated and don't want to have to keep turning you down, so they say yes sometimes. But it has nothing to do with consistency. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna go get some sleep. I have some stuff I have to do. But have a good night.
Bye, Toph. Well, that is our video for today. It's crazy how she can go from, thinking that she's hot shit waving her little Timu nails around 2 days ago, and now we're down in the dumps of despair and self-loathing. It's always a good time with Tophia. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Hope y'all enjoyed the commentary. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like for your boy. I would highly appreciate it. Of course, again, memberships are up. Big shout out to all my new members. Thank you all kindly. Thank you all for the congratulations and just supporting me throughout this whole journey, man. I really can't say how much I appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Y'all be safe, be kind to each other, and I will see you all very soon.